NC State travels down the road to North Carolina. This should be an interesting game. North Carolina is favored by 17, even coming off that ugly loss against Florida State. They were down 31-7 at halftime. They couldn't do anything right. For some reason, North Carolina gets stuck in a low gear, and they can't get out of it in the football games they played. They've always gotten behind in games where they've got to battle back, and they did the same thing against Florida State, but they couldn't battle back to win. They had 2 bunts blocked in this game. They threw a pick 6 in this game. They finally got their offense going in the second half, but that just wasn't enough. I'm taking NC State in 17 points, even though they're going with their backup quarterback. It doesn't matter. I think North Carolina wins, but they don't cover. North Carolina wins this game 34-24.
Well, North Carolina State has only lost 1 game. They're sort of the surprise team. But, Mark, statistically, they aren't very impressive. Whether you look at any offensive or defensive statistic, they're not in the top 20 in any single statistic. So, yeah, they're winning, but they haven't really been challenged. On the other hand, like you, I was very disappointed with North Carolina. But let's also give Florida State some credit. They're a different quarterback since a different football team since they changed quarterback. And the fact that North Carolina played so poorly, down 31-7, you mentioned, had 2 punts blocked, pick 6, all things you mentioned. But the fact is that 4 times in a row they dropped a pass. They complete any one of those passes, they're in field goal range to tie it and have a chance to win it in overtime. And I'm talking about they won hard catches right in your head. To drop them all consistently was disappointing. I think North Carolina bounced back. They will beat North Carolina State 41-27. Having coached at North Carolina State, I know what an intense rivalry this is. I still think, though, as much as it hurts me to say it, North Carolina will prevail.